Now you might be thinking, what a silly hat to wear on a nice spring day, and yes, you are right. What do you think, Millie? I think Millie agrees. I just wanted to show you the finished accessory. I've been knitting a hat to accompany my nature art journal, picking out some of the colours of spring, and I had some spare wool, some spare yarn left over from a little book bag I knitted, so I've been knitting away and making pom-poms. So today's video is just about that, and mainly about the pom-pom, which started off well but went a little bit off tangent. I think I salvaged it in the end. Anyway, it isn't the greatest hat, but you know what? I'm kind of liking it. It's a tamoshanter cross with something else, so it'll be really good for the cold days up on Dartmoor when I go up to seek inspiration. Yeah. Anyway, let me share the process. Yeah, let's get going. So just a little recap if you've just joined. I had some spare wool, spare yarn left over from a book cover, knitted book cover that I had made for my nature art journal. And because I had a lot of threads left over, I thought, well, actually I could make something else. I could knit something else as a little side project. So here in the UK, it's spring at the moment. So I've been following the season, spring, and these are the colours that I have put together, inspired by the different pages that I have been working on so far this year. I've kind of ad-libbed it and cast on enough to make a beret type tamoshanter. I'm not too sure. I wasn't too sure at the beginning how it was going to work out. It's actually a little bit on the big side for a beret, I think. So it's come out a little bigger than I'd hoped. So I think it's definitely going to have to be more of a tamoshanter. So what we need to do today is we need to make the bobble, I think, for the top of that. So a pom-pom. Yes, it's going to be some sort of beret type tamoshanter thing. I'm not sure, but the good thing is that it'll be a nice hat to wear, especially up on the high moors in Dartmoor. So today I have sewn it up already. I'm not a great sewer. I might have said this before. Yes, but I have sewed it up. And today I'm going to be finishing it off with a pom-pom, and then we'll see what it looks like. Okay, so here's the Nature Journal inspired hat. I'm just going to put you down because I'm wobbling you all over the place, aren't I? Bear with me. And if you've been watching my previous videos, you'll know I've been trying to incorporate the colours from my art journal into the hats. Have been going along, and I had a lot of wool left over because I had knitted a book bag for the journal, so I had a lot of wool left over, lots of lovely earth tones and earth colours. So I thought, what can I do with that? I could make a hat, something that was practical and could accompany me on my trips out when I'm looking for some art inspiration. So I've tried to incorporate some colours that remind me of spring, actually, because obviously the hat is not very large and there are only so many rows you can incorporate. So really we're just looking at some of the early spreads that I've done so far this year for spring. So we've got the Dartmoor pony with the yellow gorse. We've got the violets that we saw in the woods. And we have the beautiful skylark and her lovely soft brown feathers. And in terms of the pink, we had some pink flowers scattered amongst this collage, this spring scene, this Devon folktale. So that's as far as I've been able to get. There's a little bit of green in there as well, again, just to represent the colours of spring. So today, in terms of finishing it off, we're going to make the pom-pom because I've decided to do a little bit of a hybrid between the beret and the tamoshanter, I think. Well, let's see how it turns out in the end. I put it inside a 12-inch cakeboard over there. I've sewn it up along the side. I am not a master sewer. So it's not my forte sewing at all. I wish I could, it would be wonderful. I think I'm going to have to try and teach myself a little bit more how to sew. Okay, so we've got the outline of the hat there, and we're going to be making a pom-pom. So I chose these colours for the pom-pom. I thought that would look really nice and soft. So we'll see how that goes. I've got some really cool pom-pom making machines. And in terms of a size, I don't think I want it as big as that or as small as those. So probably this one. Yes, that could be pretty good. I don't think I want the pom-pom too outrageously large, if that's such a thing. So let's get pom-pom making. Again, well, thank you for staying this far. If you have, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, well, the pom-pom didn't work out quite as I expected. I did nearly consider remaking it, but I thought, no, it's okay. It's nice and round and fluffy. I'll just keep snipping away and hopefully it'll be fine. So I think it will be. So the next thing we need to do is to get our hat and sew on the pom-pom. So I found my nice big fat needle, and I'm just going to thread that through there. Put my glasses on for this. Okay, so we're going to try and get it, sew it into the middle of the hat. I'm going to try and demonstrate, actually. I'm just going to try and take you with me. It's not going to be perfect, I don't think. I'm just going to pull that through the centre. Okay, so that's pretty central. Okay, so we're just sewing it in there. See if this works. Now it's getting a little bit sunnier here down in Devon. I've still got my winter clothes. I need to sort out my wardrobe. I don't have different clothes for different seasons. I have cold and hot weather and a few layers in between. Anyway, this hat will come in useful. I'm going to call it an all seasons hat because it really will probably come in useful for lots and lots of different trips out, especially to Dartmoor and down to the coast as well, where it can get a little bit breezy, even in the summer months. So I'm just knotting it off, tying it off here. Okay. I think it looks like a tea cozy. It definitely is too big for a beret, I think, and it's a little bit too big, really. But let's see what it looks like. I'm going to try it on. So it's got a lot of bits and pieces. Just going to pop that there. I will go round and tidy it up afterwards, but I'm just going to try it on. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, so I'm just using my phone here. So let's put it on slightly side, well, that one side. Okay. Oh my goodness. Right, okay, it's jolly big. I actually quite like it. I'm not sure about my fringe down like that, but I like the colours. Yes, I mean, it's a little on the big side, but I think in the winter, with a nice big thick coat and a scarf, it would be absolutely fine. Yes, and it's a perfect accompaniment, isn't it, to the Nature Art Journal for spring and the little book bag we made. It's just a little accessory that goes along with it. There's a touch of the Edwardian lady here, isn't there? What do you think, Millie? She's purring away. Yes, so it is a little on the large side, but I'm sort of setting a new trend, very large, sort of floppy tamoshanter. It's actually a lovely spring day today. It started off quite chilly this morning and it's warmed up a lot. So yes, the old layers, the delayering will start shortly. Yes, this isn't a hat suitable for hot sunny days, I don't think. Anyway, what do you think, Millie? Millie's not sure. She doesn't care. She's looking at the insects. Anyway, thank you so much for coming along. I really enjoyed your company. Have a good week and I'll see you very soon. Bye for now.